finished the workshop today, and we had some questions people are asking about how does the idea of spirituality, that I'm a spiritual teacher. I was actually a monk at one point in my life, and then how does that relate to the corporate world? And I had to think about this a lot because I never related it to the corporate world. I've only related it to our organization, and our organization is basically spiritual. But when more I thought about it, I thought, for example, every day of my life, I meditate for 2 hours, which requires a tremendous amount of focus. And focus is such an important factor in achieving success. Every success guru will talk about focus. Don't do a million things. Do what you do well, do what's important, 80-20 principle. You get 80% of your result from 20% of what you do. So focus it's unlimitedly important. So who's the best person to talk about focus? Somebody who meditates every day for 2 hours requires tremendous focus. They know about focus. Then we look at self-discipline. How important is self-discipline in achieving success? It's essential. So when I was a young man, I became a monk. And I practiced one of the most difficult things, I think, for any young man to do. So I practiced celibacy, became vegetarian, I gave up drugs. And for a young hippie in California, giving up drugs was kind of a big thing. So I know something about self-discipline. I've had to keep up this level of discipline throughout my life. I rise early every morning, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, every day. I exist on less sleep than most people. I exist on less food than most people. I'm extremely productive. I've had to be productive as a monk. And so I can show people how to be productive because of my spiritual side. So the spiritual side, it's very, very powerful. And if you go down to the list, spiritual people are more tolerant. How important is tolerance? Spiritual people are more patient. How important is patience? Spiritual people have better relationships. Good relationships are essential in any organization. Bad relationships are destructive. You get good people with bad relationships. They're destructive. You get intelligent, smart people that can't manage themselves. They're not self-disciplined or controlled. They don't do much. They spend their time dwelling on negatives, talking negatively. Spirituality is something which is very positive. When people focus on negative, they become discouraged. It drains their energy. Spiritual people are very optimistic, very happy. Now, another interesting thing they found is that 75% of your success is based on your optimism, your ability to support people, and your ability to get along and take responsibility, not based on your skills or intelligence. So corporations are always looking for skills and intelligence, but that's not what makes a person successful. So the spiritual skills are the actual skills people need to be successful. If they don't have them and they just have general skills and good intelligence, they're not going to be as successful as someone who has more of these spiritual skills.